Hey, you guys, welcome back to another episode of 15 15 for 15. I am loving this whole series. You have no idea. And I'm getting the opportunity today to share one of my favorite athletes with you, not just because she's an athlete, but just really a dime a dozen, a great young lady, and that of Draneisha Griffin. And Draneisha just has so many life experiences. She has made so many big time decisions, even at a young age on her own. And I can't wait to share even how she made her decision to come to USC Upstate when I was a head coach there. So I'm looking forward to sharing Draneisha with you. This one you don't want to miss. So thank you so much for joining us. And I'm bringing in Draneisha now.
Hey, Coach.
Look, you stay ready, don't you? You just stay ready. How are you?
I'm good.
You doing good?
I am.
Well, it's good to see you. I like your specs, your glasses.
These just them little blue readers. I be looking at the computer all day.
Oh, so you grown like that where you have to wear readers.
I wouldn't say readers, but you gotta have them little blue. You need them too. Blue specs. You be sitting at that computer all day.
Yeah, true that. Well, you look good. It's good
Thank
to see
you.
you. Good
Thank
to
you.
see you. Well, look, let's jump in because I want all of this. Dre, we have to start off. First of all, when I met you and started to recruit you, you have always been one of the people that love track and field, about like me. Like it's just in we still text each other during the major parts of track season or during the Olympics, me and you going back and forth. So we just have this passion about the sport. So I want to know, what is it about track that you just love so much?
Man, I just love like the competition. I don't really care for the training piece that much. The, the middle rep when you die.
Right.
I like to walk people down. That's the fun part about it, and just being competitive, and just digging,
Yeah.
leaving it all there, and just it's an individual sport, but it's still a team sport. So like just knowing that like people gotta depend on you. That's that accountability. You gotta show up. So
Right.
show up. Like go hard or go home. This is it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, one of the things I was thinking about with you, and again, you and I have kept up with each other over the years, and you're one of my graduates of Integrity Without Compromise, and I got to see you earlier this year in January by you coming to surprise me at the graduation. But one thing that I've always loved about you is number one, yes, you are a go-getter, but once you kind of set your mind to something, it's
Yeah,
already wrote. Like
it's already it's already set in stone.
so I want to know, like, think about this, and I want to share this with everybody that's watching, and I hope you're okay with me sharing this. But when I was recruiting Draneisha, she really got to a space that it was between us and somebody else, and she probably really wanted to go to that other school, but she ended up choosing to come to USC Upstate, and this is when I knew I was like, this girl's special. Y'all, I'm telling you, she was trying to get to USC Upstate for the actual recruiting visit, but did not have a ride. This blows my mind. So the team was running at a particular school, USC Upstate was running at a particular school. She actually ran there with her high school or with her club track at the time the night before, went all the way back to Atlanta, and so she would have a way to get to USC Upstate that Sunday for a visit, then gets on a Greyhound to get to USC Upstate for her visit. I could just stop right there. My girl jumped on the Greyhound to come to her official visit. I'm still blown away by that tenacity. So I'm putting that out there to say, what is it about you that you've always said, I know all these situations are here, everything is stacked against me, the odds are against me, but I'm gonna still make it happen. Where does that come from?
Well, I'm a first generation, so like there is no manual to this. Like, I have nobody to look up to. Like, everybody look up to me. I'm the first to do it. I got 5 brothers. It's just me.
Mm.
My mama didn't know. My daddy didn't know. They're not, high school graduates, so they don't know. I'm the plan A, B, C, D. Like, if this failed, this is it. Like, I got a little brother. Well, my little brother's at Missouri now, but he's a football player, so
Yeah.
he needs somebody to look up to, like what I need to do. I remember being in college, and I said, where you want to go to school? So I want to go to school where you go to school. I said, well, we ain't got no football program, so
Right.
I don't know what you gonna do here. I mean, you 6'7", but I mean, you ain't no hooper, so
Yeah.
you can't come here. But I knew, like, I would get messages too throughout the years and be like I'm so proud. Like, well, not everybody, but like a lot of people, like, I look up to you, like you make me proud. Like, keep doing this. So I mean, it kept me going, to be honest. But then there's like pressure.
Yeah.
Because then it's just like, if I fail, like, I have failed everybody. Like, my whole scholarship my whole hood on my scholarship.
Girl, that's powerful. Good.
Yeah, my whole hood on my scholarship. So, like, I don't know nobody. Everybody I know that, like, went off to school, they were athletes, they came back pregnant first semester, second semester, or they just grades ineligible. Like, this is it. Like,
yeah,
my whole hood on this scholarship. So.
Oh, that's a good transition right there, because I'm thinking about this too. Not only did you get on a Greyhound to come on your visit, number one, but then the other thing that was cool about you, that I was like, this girl is like a hustler for real, because the other piece was you were having to get on the MARTA, because you're from Atlanta. You were having to get on the MARTA, on the train. You were basically leaving your house like at 5 o'clock in the morning to get to school on time, which was like a 2-hour kind of commute to do all of those things. So even as a young person at that time, I'm still wondering, like, what had you made up in your mind to say, I'm gonna have to get up every day at 4 something in the morning to catch the MARTA at 5 o'clock to get to school. I'm not getting dropped off by somebody. I'm having to make it to school every day.
Because we ain't have no car.
Friend, I mean, come on. Like, that's powerful. Yeah. And so to see you now, like this is like ridiculous. So I gotta look down to talk about some of your accolades. But when I think about being a first generation college student, you're coming from very humble beginnings. Mom was a single parent, like a lot of people, but mom was a single parent. You having to go 2 hours on the MARTA basically and switching rides to get to school every day. You jump on a Greyhound to go on one of your official visits to try to go get this scholarship, that the whole hood is on the scholarship. But now we look at you today, and let me just run down your resume. So you end up getting your degree in business administration and accounting with a minor in nonprofit. I know you had started your master's at University of South Carolina, but I knew you had backed off of it because you were like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and knock my CPA out. So then you go and you get your CPA, which you are a certified public accountant. And now you're working on getting your pilot's license, or, I don't want to go into what all the license and stuff.
About to be a pilot.
Now you're about to be a pilot. Draneisha, come on. So what is it about you that, although you had all of these things that people would have used as excuses of why not to do what they needed to do, but now you have all of these credentials? What drives you to go get it like this?
I mean, hey, whole hood on my scholarship.
No other options, huh?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm the plan A, B, C, D, all the way to Z. I can't go back and live in my mama's house.
Right.
I don't want to, but
right.
I mean, I just got to get it out the mud by any means necessary, and do it legally, because I ain't trying to be in the field. So.
and look, I have to watch it when I'm talking to you, because for some reason, some of y'all that's from like the ATL, you have to watch. Well, this gonna be live, right? So you can't talk.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be in the field, but so I mean, I got 2 nieces,
Mm.
and I don't want them. Like, I want them to be able to say my auntie did it, so I can.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh. Good.
my auntie, she got her high school diploma, so I can.
Mm.
She got a degree, so I can. My auntie a pilot, so she can buy me what I want, but I can.
But I can. Oh,
So,
Dre, that's good. Okay, well, tell me this about the whole pilot thing, because this is really cool to me. So I know that you enjoyed competing. Like you said, you weren't big on the practices. Most people aren't, but you loved competing. So tell me what kind of the high is that you get with striving towards getting your pilot's license. What high do you get out of that? Because track, it was the competition side. What is it about flying that really intrigues you?
I mean, the end goal is to basically get your airline transport, um, I would say, certification rating. That's what it's called, rating, so that you can fly for an airline. And I mean, my great granddaddy, he was an aviation maintenance tech for 40 years for Delta.
Mm.
And honestly, well, when Boeing's at one point, they were grounded, and he basically fixed the issue. And the only thing Delta gave him was a steak dinner.
Mm.
Like, he's not in the, not on the history website, none of it. So from time to time, he'll go and look, but I know that's crushing to
Wow.
not be acknowledged and to be the granddaughter of someone who wasn't acknowledged. Like, I want to be able to get him acknowledged. Like, yeah, that's my people. And now I'm the pilot, and it's great. It'd be great to be able to write the CEO and say, hey, put him on the history book. So, I mean, I've always wanted to fly. At 9, I looked in the sky and told my mama I want to do that. I didn't know what that was. I just
Right.
knew, like, okay, what's that plane? I want to do that. I want to fly.
You've
And
always had an end goal.
yeah,
You
I've
always,
always wanted to fly, and just to see like my flight hours, I gotta have 1,500 hours to become an airline pilot. Um, and just to see my hours like tick down when they
mm,
say 15, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might go buy me a, I don't know, cause I save money good, so I don't know what I'm gonna buy.
right.
But I mean, I'll be the first to do that. So that's just been the first. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be the first, but I won't be the last.
Oh, preach, girl. That look, what we say, that's a word right there. I'll be the first, but I won't be the last. Well, look, let me ask you this too. Like, there's so much that I would want to ask you, but I know we're supposed to be doing 15 minutes, but there's so much I would want to ask you. So what I want to know too is during this time, I know that you're working, you're making your money or whatever. You've walked through a lot of stuff over the last couple years that we won't go into, but all I can say is God bless you because you have walked through some stuff that some other people, including myself, I don't know how I would have responded to some of the things that you and your family have experienced. But then you turn around and over the last 7 months, you done went and bought this house and then flipped this house and now you living in it. Where did this come from? Like, what made you decide I'm about to flip this and live in it? And tell me a little bit about your experience of doing the work yourself.
Bobby Yana. I'm just playing.
I don't
But
know what I mean. What you
you know,
say?
like Bobby Yana, you know, like Bob the Builder. Have you ever heard that show?
No.
You know, oh, I mean, of course not. But it was a show that used to come on for us millennial people.
Uh-huh.
But Bob the Builder. But they had
Ah,
like, it was a man, he used to build stuff, but I'm the lady that builds stuff. But anywho,
okay, so
um,
you're Yana. I
yeah,
got
yeah. Uh, but so really, when I bought this house because I knew I was in aviation school, and like flight hours they add up. So
it.
I'm spending like $400 just to fly like 2 hours.
Right.
So again, I got to get 1,500, and it's like $400 for 2 hours. So I was like, I don't want to pay rent. So I said I'm getting rid of every expense I got. So I got rid of my car, bought a cash car, bought my house. I said I need to have this done in a year. I don't
Mm.
know how I'm gonna do it. When the YouTube, some stuff you kind of know how to do, but YouTube University, YouTube teach you everything you need to know. And I pretty much did everything. Reframe walls, did floors, redid my floor joists, laid 3/4 plywood. I got this hammer right there, but a hammer, nails, screw gun, get it done. Drywall, paint. This room, same thing. Drywall, paint.
I'm gonna take that pen out your hand, by the way. But
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah. So and now you're
Everything. 7 months. Got it done. Now I live in it. And I'm gonna be in here until I'm done with aviation school. So
I'm girl. So how many bedrooms, bathrooms, like what?
Well, it came with 2, but it had a bonus room. The bonus room fell in because it pretty much was rotted out. So we had to tear that down, take it to the curb. So I'm adding a master bedroom, bathroom on, but I'm gonna make it 2 stories. I'm gonna add a whole nother story on top of the house. The plans got approved the other day, so that's exciting. That I'm not doing. I'm gonna pay to get done, but it'll be done way faster than what I can do.
So check this out. So you are an accountant, you are a CPA. We're gonna be checking back with you because you might be getting your shirt cut soon. And I'll say what that is at the end, but you might be getting your shirt cut soon. That'll happen. And really now, I mean, you know how to rehab and go do plans and go to the city to make sure that you're getting all your certifications and everything done. Like this is insane, businesswoman.
Trying.
So let's shift gears a little bit because I know our time is almost up, but I love some of the stuff that you said. You know, I'm going to use that about my whole hood is on my scholarship.
Yeah.
There is no manual. I am the plan A, B, and C all the way till Z. I love that. So let's shift gears before I let you go back to kind of the track and field part because you're so straight up. I'm kind of scared to ask this. But what was your most memorable moment in regards to maybe me as your coach and you as the athlete at the time? And please share something that that can be shared live.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, what one do you have?
We was at conference at JDU, and my season just had been rough. Just had been rough. I mean, it's up and down, highs, lows. Injuries throughout my career. I had injuries, but I had went through growing pains. I remember you told me that. When I went to college, I was 5'6". Graduated, I was 5'8". I wore a size 8 coming in.
Yep.
Wore a size 10 coming out. And I remember I was in your office. I said, I don't know what's going on. Like, this is bad. I'm not recovering. I feel it's just terrible. And you was like, Dre, I think you just like you're going through growing pains. I'm like, at 18. I was so confused. I'm like, they said you stop growing at 18. You ain't supposed to be growing no more. And every year I was getting stronger, getting taller, feet growing. So I was like so confused. But I was going through like growing pains. And I just had a rough season. And I walked up to you after the long jump. And I said, Coach, do I really got to do triple jump? You looked at me. I had my arms folded. And I mean, I would ask you anything. Like, people scared. But, I mean, what's the worst you can do? Say, I'm going to send you home? All right. But you was like, you looked at me and you said, you just rolled your eye and walked away. I said, okay, I'm just going to warm up then. So then Alexis came to me and she said, what you do to Coach? I said, I ain't doing nothing. I'm over here warming up. What you mean what I did to her? All I asked her was, do I have to do triple jump? And she said, all I did was ask her, do I got to throw the hammer? You was hot. I was like, man, that is, but I was serious. I did not want to triple jump. Only reason I triple jump, I said, she going to throw me in the 4x4 and I got to take one for the team. Like, who else going to run it?
Right. You? Especially if we were at JDL at that time. But I'm glad you shared that one because, sometimes it'll be like, oh, we had a great relationship or whatever. And of course,
we had some.
We had some times. Yeah. We really had.
I just go to practice. I ain't say nothing. Just get my workout in and go. You ain't say nothing to me. I ain't say nothing to you. But it wasn't like personal to where like you got to be worried. Like when your coach ain't talking to you,
right?
That's when you need to be worried.
You're right.
But it wasn't like that. Like it still would be like you good, like how you doing? But it was just like on some. Because I remember coming to your office one time, and I was like, hey, can I get a release? And you was like, what? I was just like, yeah, I'm going back home. I'm just going back home. And I remember you told me straight up. You said, I don't usually, I let people go on and head on out when they want to leave. And you said, but Dre, you need to think about that.
Right.
And then you was like, I'm not gonna release you. So I was just like, dang. But prior to going into your office, like I was dropping out of school. Like you'd have released me, I would have been done.
Right.
Done. Like my room was packed up. Like a couple days before that, I was with my ex at the time, boo-hoo crying on the floor. Like I was just laid in his like crying. Like I was like, I'm just tired. Like I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of having to work 40 hours. I'm tired. Like I ain't got no money. My whole check go to rent. Yeah. I got food stamps. I mean, thank God for work study because the girl got some food stamps.
Right.
I was just like, I'm just tired of working. Like I can't focus on athletics. Like I'm injured. I'm out of here. Packed up. I like help me pack up this room. He helped me pack. But he was trying to tell me, don't do that.
Right.
Don't leave. Like, I mean, he's a football player and stuff. Not at our school, of course, but
yeah.
He was just like, just thug it out. Like, but I'm gonna help you pack because you want me to help you pack.
Right.
We can move tomorrow if you want to. I said I gotta get a release first, just in case I want to run. I might want to run again.
Right.
And you didn't let me leave. Like I was finna ready to drop out. Like you saved my life. Like
right.
None of this would be possible if if you would have let me like drop out. Like you literally, I mean, that's just Holy Spirit in you though. And you was just like, nah, I'm not gonna release you. And then you was like, come back and talk to me about it. And then when I came to I was coming to your office and said, hey, can we meet? You was like, no, I don't want to meet with you. Like we can't meet. I was like, well, can we talk at the track then? He's like, nah. He's like, nah. And I was like, man, she ain't gonna release me, so I can't leave.
I love it, man. I'm glad that I'm glad that you shared that because I do remember that moment, and that's exactly something I would say. I know I would say that, like, if somebody don't want to be somewhere, I don't care what it is. I'd be like, if you don't want to be here, go ahead. But you just hit it on the head. Number one, we just talked about earlier all the things and the steps that you took to get to where you were. So there was no
dead in my eyes and said, no, like I am not going to release you.
My goodness. And
I'm like, this lady crazy. Like, just let me go. Like, I'm gonna slide. Like, I'm trying to do it the right way because I can pack up and ride, slide out of here tonight. But I was just like, man, she won't release me. I had to text my ex at the time, like, man, babe, she won't release me.
Man.
Ain't let me go.
Dre, oh, look, but now I gotta let you go because our time is up. But we're gonna have some more convo around this. I'm just so, man, I don't even want to use the word proud because it's not enough. I'm just like, I admire your hustle. I admire your push and your drive. And, one of the things too is you always have been the type of person too that, and I think you kind of get that from your upbringing too. Like we stick together. Like if you fuss somebody, like you said, we thugging it out together. And I appreciate that so much about you. So I'm gonna be reaching out. Don't you go and get your shirt cut without letting me know.
Yeah,
so before I let you go, tell the people what getting your shirt cut means.
Well, basically, it's like after you do your first solo without your instructor, when you land, your instructor's like, of course they hype because you just flew a plane by yourself. You didn't need no help. And I mean, they on pins and needles, like, please, make it back. And they're watching you land, take off. And when you get back, they basically cut your shirt. And it's like you frame it, keep it. It's like date, time, runway that you took off on, land on. And I might be trying to like downplay it, but I'm geek, but I'm nervous at the same time. So.
Oh, and I want you to make sure you have a little bit so that you're paying attention. Well, look, Dre, I love you. And again, after you get this shirt cut or whatever, don't be holding back and don't be downplaying it. I want to play that up. So you let me know as soon as it happens because I know it's going to happen in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, right. I'm excited.
All right. Well, thank you, love, for giving me your time. And I'll be in touch.
Peace.
All right. Bye. Oh, don't you just love her? And those of you that are watching this that are from Atlanta, you can just kind of hear. I'm talking about like she from real Atlanta, whatever that means. Like not the outskirts, not like she from the area for real. And so I appreciate her candor. I appreciate her honesty. She's always gonna be honest and keep it real. Whether you want to hear it, don't want to hear it, it doesn't matter. So I know you guys heard it just like I did. There was a lot of good things in there that she said. You know, I'm going to take that one with me about my whole hood is on my scholarship. I could just, man, that could be a book by itself for, you know, first generation college students going. The other thing is there is no manual to this life after college. I'm going to have to figure this out. And then she said, there is no other options. I am my own plan A, plan B, plan C, all the way through Z. So as you can see, the girl that rode a Greyhound to get to her college visit is now the one that has a degree, that is a CPA, is about to get her pilot's license, is an accountant. What else can we say? But we blessed Dre, and I'm so glad that we got the time to spend with her on this episode of 15 for 15. Thank y'all again so much.